Welcome to Tuscany, Italy. Come join me as I take the new 2011 Touareg for a test drive. The Touareg will come in many different flavors, including a brand new hybrid, which is this one. So let's take it for a ride and see how this hybrid does in Florence, Italy. Volkswagen invited a small group of American car journalists to test drive the new generation Touareg. So here I am behind the wheel of the new Touareg Hybrid in Florence, Italy. And the first driving impression is that it's crazy driving in Italy. My God, these people go wherever they want, however they want. It's hard to concentrate on how to drive a car when you're too terrified of getting hit by a car. We took turns driving and, of course, avoiding hitting each other to get a good impression of what it's like to drive the new hybrid Touareg. So what's your initial impression?
It's comfortable with a hybrid, or maybe if you go for the diesel, it will be a cheap to drive car, and you're getting that high-end feel like a Porsche Cayenne or an X5 or an RX 350 for, I hope, a bunch of thousands of dollars less. I mean, what the low-end manufacturers like VW or Hyundai are doing really sort of challenge the idea of what's a high-end car and what's a low-end car, because the low-end cars are so good. And how do you cost justify the premium you pay for a Lexus or a Mercedes or BMW? They're better, but are they better at twice the price or 10% higher? Or
are they twice as good? In America, the Touareg is not really a big car, but we're in a city, and you'd think that you know, a big SUV like this, for Europe at least, wouldn't do so well, but we're doing okay in these little tiny streets with these scooters zipping by. Of course, we had help from the navigation system that did seem to have a little trouble pronouncing some of the Italian street names.
Please turn left in 200 meters into Viale Alessandro Guidoni.
Alright, will do. Volkswagen has yet to release the official EPA numbers, but doing some quick calculations on a napkin, converting from the European numbers, figure the car will get about, at best, 28 miles to the gallon.
The electric engine provides 47 horsepower, and the combustion engine does 333, so overall you got 380 horsepower, and even more impressive is the torque that converts to 425 foot-pounds of torque.
Now we're in the diesel version of this car, and diesel is obviously not something that Americans fancy very much. We tend to like gasoline better, but I gotta tell you, these new diesels, I can't tell them in a diesel. Can you tell by the engine note, or?
If you're outside the car when it starts up, you can tell that it's a diesel, a little bit lower thrumming noise, but once you're inside, and especially once you're going more than 10 miles per hour, it's just the same as a gasoline engine car.
With like 30% better gas mileage. Our test Touareg came with three-way adjustable suspension. We have a definite disagreement. He says he can tell the comfort settings. I say I can't tell. So maybe the truth lies somewhere in between the two of us. Maybe my butt isn't as well calibrated or as well tuned as your butt, Bill. So we tried a little test to see whose butt was better calibrated. Spinning the wheel of comfort, spinning the wheel of comfort. All right, what are we on?
We're going to run this turn with a little bit of body roll. I'd say we're in normal. Oh, we went to comfort, didn't we?
Yes, very good.
Okay.
I am impressed, my man. You do know your...
Let me try it one more time.
All right, spinning the wheel of comfort. Here we go. Once again. What are we at now?
We are in sport mode.
Yes, we are. 3 out of 3. That's right. Very impressive. Very impressive. Good. So Bill is holding the camera now, and as you can tell, he's found a way to very accurately calibrate his butt.
Yes. If you take a look at the steering column, you can tell why. Go ahead and look at the center stack here. Yeah. What do you see?
I see. Which mode are we in now?
I'm guessing we're in normal mode.
Very good. Next, we were on our way to test drive the smaller 6-cylinder diesel, but this time with a twist. Volkswagen had set up an off-road course. The Touareg behind me, well, that's the one that they race at the Paris-Dakar. This Touareg, that's the new 2011 Touareg. So let's see if the 2011 Touareg is as good off-road as the same one, but the race version. The 6-cylinder diesel had Volkswagen's off-road package, which allows you to raise the suspension and lock the differentials. I'm in the Touareg, and I'm about to take it on some pretty gnarly road with some pretty deep holes. Let's see how it goes. I know we tested 3 cars. We tested a hybrid, we tested a diesel 6-cylinder and diesel 8-cylinder. What's going to come to the US? What models?
Well, it's actually all 3 of them, because we want the customers anywhere, it doesn't matter if it's Europe or the United States, to have the full range to choose from.
The second generation Touareg is a little bit lighter, about 400 pounds, and a little bit softer, but I have to tell you, I was hard pressed to tell. Yeah, we were just on the off-road course, and it was amazing what the car could do.
Yep.
Wheel in the air, you know.
2 wheels actually.
2 wheels in the air, and the car's still going well. So.
Right. It's also a very stiff construction. So you could even standing in such a situation with 2 wheels in the air, you could still open the door and close the door as it's so rigid. We don't have prices for the United States yet, as we are still half a year away, but the prices are about equal to what we have today.
So what do you think? Feel comfortable taking this thing off-road?
For a car that's supposed to have been softened up for regular roads, this version is pretty amazing on this off-road, which has got some pretty steep slopes and those big depressions.
Well, there you have it. In some ways, a new 2011 Touareg is almost better off-road than on-road. Roman Micah reporting for TFLcar.com.